Hey there, fellow explorers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to The Crust, Episode 5, The Desperate Search for Impact Survivors. So, Jonah the Nomad dropped all those resources to be grabbed, and is heading back out to the map to be sent back out. So I think what I'm going to do is going to send Jonah the Nomad out to Aligua 4, and bring with him 2 drones to help explore the... Oh, no, that's an expedition. This is not an expedition, though. This is just a cargo run. So Jonah is going to go down a Fraction of Hope to get components, titanium plates, a control unit, and nanotubes. Okay. My mining drones need tasks, so I'm at least going to excavate the known nodes, and soon I'll put that silicon up there to use. I'm not going to worry about ice, though. Ice is... I don't really have need immediately. And I'm wasting science points of engineering? Multi-regolith refinery for sure. It's going to be a really nice one to have. Oh, cool. All right, so at this point, we have that secondary room built, probably because of Jonah's supply delivery. So I want somebody to build 4 beds. I'll build 5, an extra for good measure. It wants me to build a kitchen and a hydroponic farm. I'm also going to build a 2 small dining tables and 2 wide chairs. Little recreation.
You can't build here.
So getting a place to live set up.
The WES-45H station is located in a deep crater, the walls and bottom of which are covered with a thick layer of ice. Due to the slight tilt of the moon's axis, some areas always remain shaded, allowing ice to accumulate despite temperature fluctuations. In the middle of the crater is a small administrative and residential module, where a work shift resides. The station dispatcher contacts the rover as soon as it is detected.
People.
Director, do you copy? WES-45H, station dispatcher speaking. Our mining and filtration equipment has broken down, and we lack the spare parts and free hands to complete the repairs. Help us fix the equipment to resume water supplies to the nearest outposts. People's lives and health depend on it.
Director, I've analyzed the equipment's technical condition on the station. Most ice extractors require major repairs and all filters need to be replaced. We have several ways to solve the problem. We can send spare parts and repair drones, but fixing the center will take considerable time. We can also look for a construction expert. They'll help speed up the process. And, of course, we can always leave the technicians to solve the problem without our involvement.
So I can send resources and drones for repairs. I can send resources, drones, and a engineering specialist, which I don't have one yet, but I could agree to do it in the future. Or I could say, you're gonna die. Bye. It'll be up to you. So if you're wondering, the people that come to live in your base have different professions, like a botanist or a researcher or an engineer or a doctor. And some of the missions require specific professions. And then those specific professions also help you in your base. So for instance, an engineer can work at the components factory to speed up production. A scientist can work at a science station to make science, a daily income of science. A botanist can work in your farm to boost the farm's productivity, so on and so forth. And it looks like we're going to send resources, drones, and a specialist.
There is a lot of Arabian concern equipment at the station, and someone familiar with it would be useful here. Unfortunately, we don't have such assets at the moment. We'll have to choose from other available options. We can...
Several residential outposts depend on the work of this station. You made a noble decision, Director.
So I wasn't able to send the specialist because I didn't have one, so it forced me to do something else. So repair the station. In order to do that, we need to send modular frames, titanium plates, robots, and components. All right, major mildew. Let's truck over to the temporary station. And now the kitchen and farm and everything is getting built. Oh, the other thing, storage. I am going to want to store food. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. Let me change some locations of this stuff. So this refrigerator is going to store organics, which come out of the farm. And then this refrigerator is going to store food. I'll also put in a water tank. And then let's put the chairs back in. Facing the dining tables. There we go.
You can't build here.
So at the moment, the beds cannot be built because I don't have aluminum. So I'm going to need to find aluminum and exploit it as a resource. So what I'll do in preparation for that is to build ore detectors in places I haven't yet scanned. Like I haven't scanned this area around here. Actually, let me open up my mining overlay. Yeah, I really haven't scanned this area at all. I'll try going this way. And this way. I'm planning some scanning come sunup. Because it's about to be sunup. In fact, I'm already generating power. And on top of generating power, I do also now have access to the medium solar panel, which is a more efficient, more CPU efficient. So the small solar panels are 2 CPU for 25 power, and this is 3 CPU for 70 power. So they're significantly better. And I would like to start setting up a medium solar array so that I can mark the small solar array as obsolete and break it down for CPU. Oh my god, I can't click today. What the heck?
Director, CPU is the heart of our base, responsible for all computational tasks. Our automated production requires enormous computational power. Every module built and every drone operating uses CPU. We will soon reach the limit, and to continue construction, we will need data centers.
Okay, so he's warning me that I'm at my CPU limit, which is exactly why I'm doing this.
If I may. Data centers are very particular about installation conditions and require a lot of microcircuits and microprocessors. It would be more cost-effective to focus on optimizing existing production. More technologically advanced modules consume less CPU.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing.
By studying new technologies, we...
Sorry, I'm cutting them off because I was wasting science.
Can replace low efficiency modules and free up CPU for other tasks. For example, one large solar panel generates almost as much energy as a dozen small panels, with significantly lower CPU costs.
And that's exactly what I'm doing. So I am making medium solar panels so that I can break down the smaller ones and free up the CPU because I'm at capacity now. All right, now that I have, let's see. So this was titanium, and the rover and the cargo are moving. So let's prioritize this ore detector so that I am likely to, I'm not bottlenecked anymore. Not being able to build beds. I could always buy the lunar, but I want to mine it. Anything that I can mine instead of buy is a way better choice. Local sourcing. So much smarter. And the refrigerators cost aluminum as well, but not the water tank. So the water tank will be built. Okay, here we go. And knowing that I'm building medium solar panels, I can definitely burn a lot more power in scanning because I'm actively replacing it. Oh my god, where is the resources? What the hell? More silicon, but like, come on now. I'm looking for aluminum. Titanium, you game. And I probably already scanned here, but I'm just doing it again. Okay, screw me. My god. Where is my... I don't know where to search. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put a scanner here where the titanium is. Oh, fraction of hope. During the investigation, the bodies of 2 deceased workers from this module were found. They did not survive the fall. Of course, they fell from space. The module itself is a great interest for research. In addition to containing valuable equipment, its construction materials were robust enough to withstand the fall from orbit. Studying the wreckage will help advance our research. So we gain extra research for 20 days. So I'm going to make this a high priority mining. And to be honest, I'm pleasantly surprised. You have set up a habitat module much faster than we expected. We managed to predict the landing time of Hope 2 and figured out how to delay its collision with the moon. If you manage to send the parts to the station, you'll not only gain some extra time to set up the space, but also give the crew a chance to repair damaged rescue capsule. This has a chance to save more lives, Director. Yes, let's save more lives. We'll send the materials.
Your colleagues have already received the new technology for building the landing platform. Prepare the materials and send them to the station as soon as possible. Remember, sloppiness could cost someone their life.
Okay.
So we need a landing platform and components to send to Hope 2. Begin preparations immediately. The station may collapse at any moment.
The landing platform is now ready to operate. I've got everything set up. As soon as the pod arrives, the drones will fill it with resources, and the cargo will go to the Hope Station. You can see it in the pod's interface how much material is left to load.
So here in the pod, we're sending 20 silicon and 10 components up to them. I have 100 silicon and 60 components, so we can easily afford that. No problem. So we're gonna, my transport bots are gonna automatically fill that, send it up to Hope, and that buys us a little bit more time and also potentially gets more survivors as well. And you can see the timer up here. So we have like 90 days till
Research
landfall.
complete.
Expedition Control Center, nice. Next. So we're getting the drone upgrade oxide mining. And that's going to give us access to hauling drones, which then gives us access to salvage, which is going to be really nice. We are getting Fuel Factory. We need more fundamental research for that. We're getting multi-regolith refinery. We're getting colonist hiring market. So yeah, I don't need to actually queue up anything at the moment. What I do want to do is prioritize the utility poles so that I can start using power, because our
Objective achieved.
batteries are almost full, and I want to use the power efficiently with an ore scanner. Speaking of which, getting rid of some of the older solar panels, because the newer ones will be going in soon. How can I check how full the air tank is already? It is 10,000 out of 25,000.
With that, we can patch up the escape pods and be able to rescue everyone. I'll have Diani arrange to repair the thruster immediately. We'll try to stabilize the station and buy you some more time to prepare.
I'm not here to lecture you, Arthur, but I advise you to start repairs on the power unit. There should be enough solar power to maintain life support systems and run the remaining engines.
Alright, do I have any ore scanner? I have so much power right now, I just want to be, like, wasting power ore scanning. I know it's going to be night soonish. No, I don't. Okay, come on, build this ore scanner ASAP, guys. Hub, hub, chop, chop.
Flight Engineer Nicholas Baker speaking. The Commander is busy repairing the second escape pod right now. Thanks for the advice. We'll see what we can do with the new parts. We had long since scrapped the idea of getting the panels to work using our resources.
You hang in there, Nicholas, and tell your man we won't abandon them. They don't have to worry about that.
There we go. So here's like a super high volume scan. Oh, how is that coming up empty? What the hell kind of RNG is this? Ah, some iron, but I'm looking for aluminum. Thank you very much. I'm gonna cry. What? Oh man, this is so bad. Ah, there we go. It was under my nose the whole time.
Thank you, really. Hope is all we have right now. And transmission.
During our conversation, Crust's projected date for the station's collision with the moon has just been updated. Given the new circumstances, it looks like we have a little more time to prepare.
Okay.
Director, this place was clearly inhabited until quite recently. Judging by the items left behind, they could be survivors from MT4, our ill-fated base. I'll contact their employers at Evermoon.
So we have 155 days. We're well ahead of time. The rover just stumbled on...
Director, we've been contacted by Mr. Holloway, the CEO of Evermoon Corporation. That's whose base we're running now. They've lost contact with their employees since the explosion and are asking us to try to find them. We can use our rover to do that, but Crust may not be happy. What do we do?
Do we help Evermoon or not? So there might be survivors out there that need our help. Do we step in? What do you guys think? Okay, yeah, we'll help.
Thank you for agreeing to help. We received several fragmented messages from survivors at MT4, but then the communication was lost. We have sent you the coordinates of one of our complexes south of MT4. Maybe someone managed to take shelter there. Please check this point first. With your assistance, we have a chance to save them. Good luck, Director.
Okay. Check the complex for survivors. So, there's a research outpost. Here we go. Evermoon Research Complex. Going straight there. And everything in here that doesn't require aluminum is already done, and we are racing to excavate the aluminum. In order to do that, I need to transition bots to mining bots. So I just sent 5 of my regular bots into mining ones.
Research complete.
All right, oxide mining rate has gone up. Nice. Let's get hauling drone. I'm actually going to make hauling drone a higher priority than everything else.
Director, finding surviving employees of another corporation is a worthwhile endeavor, but it's not our primary concern. Your emotions should not influence your decision-making, and I personally will make sure of it if needed.
And yeah, Crust is a little pissed that we agreed to help. But it won't, I don't think, slow us down. I mean, we have 151 days before I have to, you know, house other people. So I don't think it's going to be much of a problem, personally. We're doing really good on time. And I'm about to start exploiting the aluminum. And everything we need for the aluminum right now is just like the regular ingots. So that's pretty straightforward. Now, the other thing that I need to start doing, because we did get the silicon up here, and this is going to be a bit mess, but I'm going to set it up now. So we are building living quarters, or building beds, really, and process slag. If you thought that it was spaghetti up until now, you're wrong. It's about to get a lot more spaghetti. So in order to process slag, the smart concrete factory requires silicon oxide and slag. So I'm mining the silica, and then I'm going to regolith refine the silica into silica oxide. And then we will bulk store the silica oxide. And then I will also bring in a bulk storage of slag. And the bulk storage of silica oxide and slag will go to a smart concrete factory. And T flips it so that, you know, the silica and the slag side switches. And this forms smart concrete, which then will be stored as a resource in this box. Is that? Nope. I'm so bad at making conveyors. Come on, convey. I might need a mine, actually. Right there.
Package delivered.
Okay, Jonah is back with some goodies that he collected. Sweet. How, and I still, there we go. Jesus. Alright, so in here, we'll collect silica oxide, and in here, we will collect slag.
After thoroughly scanning and exploring the area, the rover discovered a protective case with a tablet near one of the doors. In addition to research data, it contained a text file.
Collapse due to a powerful explosion. Kate and the others didn't make it out, and Tanya is seriously injured. 6 of us are alive, including me, MT4 Chief Robert Podolsky. The outer part of the complex was almost completely destroyed by the blast wave, and the electricity and life support systems are offline. We have a working vehicle, fuel, and oxygen supply. We have enough to reach the Evermoon 3 observation station. Let's see if they had more luck.
No biological or any other activity was detected in the complex.
Hey, Robert's alive.
Director, that's our Robert. If there's any hope that he's alive, we should keep looking.
Okay, let's set up an expedition to the Evermoon surveillance station. So, slag. Let's talk about conveying slag. Slag is produced by every regolith refinery. So, I'm going to have a giant spaghetti network of slag freaking everywhere around my base. Until I get underground conveyors, it's going to be a mess. But that's just like how it is, and I embrace it. It is my mess. Come on now. Oh my god. From here to up and in. Oh, right, I don't have money. Yeah. Well, you know, that'd be nice. What I'll do is I'll have this be the shortest run possible. I have enough money for that. Oh, did I... How is this backwards? Conveyor. Why? Why are you backwards? Why does it look like it's running for real? This is slag output. Conveyor settings. I am well, alright, I'll do this later once I have more cash. It's not worth doing right now. The reason I want to do it is I want the titanium. It's more important at the end of the day. So there's the titanium zone. And then let's mine around here so I can actually build the infrastructure for it. Or, sorry, aluminum, not titanium. Misspoke. Alright, cargo truck. You are at the base. Let's have you go pick up the organics. Oh, that's an expedition. Is there anything for you to do then? This is an expedition. And this is an expedition. So no, you will just hang out. Go back to base. How slag-filled are we now? Yeah, we're getting there. We're gonna need to deal with it soon. But I need money first. Alright, so changing the priority here. Build beds and process aluminum is the priority instead. Because that's honestly more pressing. So setting up all the infrastructure for that, pretty straightforward. I'm keeping the conveyor run as short as possible so it lowers the cost. So there it is. And let's raise priority on all this so it gets built ASAP. I think I have enough power to last this whole night, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, science points are wasting. We're wasting engineering points. Because we got hauling drone. So, let's get repeater. Maybe. Is there something better than repeater? Or we could do rare earth mineral processing. Oh, no, let's go underground conveyor. I was just mentioning how I would want that.
The research station was badly damaged by the explosion. The radar towers were destroyed. The solar panels were also hit, but some of them are still working. Rover's equipment also detected activity underground. Someone may be down there. However, the door to the underground complex looks sealed. The activation panel is malfunctioning. To its left is scratched out "Traitors," and there are tracks. Someone has definitely been here recently. Now, there's just mangled equipment, a huge sealed door, and tracks leading away from the station. The LPS system on the rover will help us find them. Run a scan near the research station.
Okay, this is the first time I'm going to be doing a scan.
Director, the lunar proximity scanner emits a focused beam of electromagnetic waves. These waves propagate rapidly, covering the area around the scanner. When the waves encounter an object within the scanning zone, the LPS visualizes its location for the operator. If a hidden object is present in the outer scan radius, the LPS will indicate the route to the object. When a hidden object is within the radius of the rover's inner circle, activating the LPS will accurately display its location.
So, here's the scan. And there is something of interest to the south-southeast. So, let's go south-southeast. And keep seeking it out. All right, we're generating lots of power. I have not expanded our battery grid yet. But what I would like to do is slowly phase out the small power in lieu of the medium power over time. Right at this moment, probably getting this built is a higher priority. Speaking of which, let's get rid of our mining bots for the moment and just get building bots. Okay, we did just research the hauling drone. And the hauling drone is a drone so the starter drones are like, they can haul one thing at a time and they can build. You have mining drones which can mine. The hauling drones are specialized just for cargo hauling and they can haul a lot more in one run. All right, after hauling drones, we are going to want to research salvage so we can break down the stuff on the surface. So let's look at our research priority. We have fuel factory, multi-regolith, which I'll raise up, colonist hiring, underground conveyor, which I'll raise up, and salvage, which I'll raise up. Here we go. Getting the aluminum. And the regolith refiner for aluminum. The smelter for aluminum. And soon the box for aluminum. Oh, this never got plugged in. Also going to put a charging station down here. Because I've seen a few bots that were low on power. So we'll just solve that. So the aluminum will be able to build the refrigerator for the farm, the refrigerator for the kitchen, the beds, all of it. Rover is idle. So, do another scan. move a little bit more southeast and scan again. I wouldn't mind getting the hauler. So let's set up a hauler drone platform right next to the miner drone platform, right at the base of the elevator. And we have a lot of stuff to haul, so it might be nice to get that up. Also, I'm going to prioritize... Ooh, I didn't realize we were building this. I'm going to power it off. I'm going to prioritize building the bulk storage for slag so that we can just start manually emptying the slag with hauler drones if we need. And the rover is ready to scan again. Oh, there we go. We found a point of interest right there on the scan, and we'll move to it and then scan again. Searching for survivors. So now we're doing a proper investigation in that spot because we've revealed that there's something important to investigate. And we should be coming up with results in just a second.
We discovered a damaged transport. There were no employees of the Evermoon Corporation inside. The transport's logbook survived, and the rover is transmitting the contents of the last entry.
What caused that explosion? An asteroid? Nuclear strike? What could hit so hard? It doesn't matter now. Tanya's condition has worsened, and medications are running out. Supplies, oxygen, all running low. The transport runs on solar panels, but soon it'll be night, and we won't survive it. We'll head towards the sun, try to buy us some time. If only those bastards at Station 3 had let us in. They survived. I heard knocking, but they didn't open the door. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe in their place, we would have done the same.
It's a tragedy. By the time the sun had set, they had no chance of survival. Thank you for bringing the matter to a close. We will notify their loved ones.
Director, there's more. We found an audio recording that appears to be Robert's.
I don't know why I'm recording another one. Apparently, I miss you and the kids. I'll be home in 2 weeks. This time, we'll go to the mountains. I've had enough sand and beaches. Work, as luck would have it, hasn't slowed down a bit. Alloway insisted on mining right on MT4 and hired a company to do it. They seem to be nice young people with interesting developments. Their Alice reminds me of you when you were young. She's pretty and talks too much. How long has it been since I gave you flowers? Anyway, I have to run. There's something going on here.
I'll make sure this is passed on to his family.
Well, there's a transit station over here, but that was a rough way to go, getting locked out of the survival shelter. No wonder they scratched traitors into it.
Director, a horrific tragedy happened to the MT4 crew, and I can't help but wonder what happened at Evermoon 3. Robert said they weren't allowed to go inside, and the rover clearly detected activity inside. But I still can't believe a reasonable person could do such a thing. We can break the sealed door, but that would require sending drones and materials. What do you think?
Break down the door. Yeah. Alright, so once we have an expedition center, we can break down the door to the Evermoon and figure out what the hell they were doing. And why did they basically kill those people, essentially. Maybe they had finite resources or something. Either way, it was some sort of version of selfishness. Thank you for tuning in to The Crust, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow space miners.